everybody, it's Jeanette. Here's your card reading, your Oracle card reading for the first week of September 2019. So our four cards are Co-Create, and this one actually was reversed. So we'll be talking about that. There's nothing wrong with reverse cards. They actually have a good message. The next one is Mending. The third card is Poised. And the fourth card is Deep Knowing. So now that you've seen the four cards, maybe pick one of them or pick a number 1 through 4, and maybe that's going to be the card that you resonate to a little bit more this week, or maybe you'll resonate to the whole reading. I have described in a video that's on the YouTube channel here what the four card spread is about, and that I'm using these cards by Colette Baron Reed, which is the Wisdom of the Oracle, and I talk a little bit more about them. So check out that video for what these cards mean, why I'm using a 4-card spread, and a little bit more about that Oracle deck. So to get into the reading, so the Co-Create reversed. This card is about manifestation, and this card is about co-creating with our Creator, with the divine, with the archangels, the angels, and your white light spirit guides. So if it's reversed, that just means that maybe we've just been feeling a little bit like maybe there's a little blocks there. We might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. Maybe there's bigger blocks we feel like, and we are finding that we're a little stuck. Maybe you're just a little bit stuck. Maybe you're really stuck. Maybe you are feeling okay, but maybe things could actually be flowing a little bit better and you just didn't realize. So this card is just to give us a little nudge to say, a little kind nudge to just say, hey, you know what? Let's move out of being stuck this week. Let's move out of that and move into a space where we can actually co-create with our Creator, and we can be more abundant and welcome more abundance and more blessing into our life. So the message this week, the blessing that is being presented to us, is an energy of co-creation. And that is a really beautiful message. The other cards are going to tell us, how can we move into that? How can we take this reverse card and move it right up, to upright, excuse me, and, go ahead and be more in the flow. So the next card that we have is called Mending. Now, within this 4-card spread, because I go ahead and read the cards together, mending normally on its own is going to be about forgiveness and, things of that nature. But in this 4-card spread, this one is calling to us today about self-care. So, I'm sure you guys are really great about caring for other people. And, there's probably people out there who are really great about caring for themselves too. But sometimes, we fall a little short, or maybe there's just a little bit something more that we can do for ourselves. So this week, the message is to pay attention to you. Maybe it's go to bed 15 minutes early. Maybe it's to do that 5-minute meditation that you've been meaning to do. Maybe you've been doing the 5-minute meditation, and maybe it's time to graduate to 10 minutes. Maybe it's to go ahead and just spend more time relaxing during the day. Maybe it's drink more water, eat more healthy, get some exercise, whatever self-care means to you. It could be, take a bath because you like baths and they relax you. Use essential oils. So whatever that little piece of self-care, go ahead and do something for you this week that is specifically for you to take care of yourself. Give yourself that little extra attention and that little extra love. And that's going to help you to be more relaxed and help move you more into that space of co-creation and more into that space of abundance, because it gets your mind off of those things that maybe you've been worrying about, and it opens you up to being more receptive from the messages from Source and from our angels that will help us guide us to the next step. And for some people, maybe it's just surrender. Maybe that item that you've got that's on your mind or that's going on in your life is so huge that you just need to surrender it to God and the archangels, to our Creator and the archangels, and just be open to receiving the guidance and receiving what the next step is going to be, and then take that step. You know, you're co-creating, so that means that it's important for you as well to take steps in this process, and then things will move along much, much faster. So then if you do that, if you're taking care of yourself a little bit more, that's going to lead to even more self-care, which is going to be great. You'll move into the energy, and you'll move into a space of poised. Poised in this card spread is about confidence, and being more loving to yourself is going to allow you to feel just a little bit more confident. Even people who we think are confident may have inside an internal little nudge that maybe they're not as confident as we think they are. So, I mean, I know myself, sometimes I'm very confident, sometimes I'm not, you know. So, you know, we all have our inner stuff going on, and you know, if we do self-care, then that's going to help us feel more comfortable with ourselves, more comfortable with the outer world, and we're going to step into a place where we're going to feel more poised. And if we're feeling more confident, that's just going to bring more positive energy in, again, to help us co-create. Now, the last card is this card here, which is our card of deep knowing. And the really cool thing about this is deep knowing is intuition. And I think about deep knowing like the divine cell phone. So when you think about your cell phone, right, you can pick up your cell phone, you can text or call your mom, your friend, you know, whoever you would like, right? Now, intuition is like the spiritual cell phone. It's like the divine cell phone. It's a way to communicate with the divine, and for the divine to communicate back to us. It's that inner knowing that you have when you know something that you're supposed to do. You know the right and the wrong, but you also know, you know what, if I just sit quiet and still and I just remove all of the what ifs and all the catastrophic thinking, and I just get to a space where I'm surrendering to our creator and to the angels, and I say, give me my next step, they're going to bring to you that right person, that right, you know, piece of information. The book is going to fall off the shelf, you know. And deep knowing, you're going to know, your intuition is going to tell you, you're going to have either a gut sense, you're just going to know that that is what the next step is supposed to be. And then you'll continue this process of co-creating, because this process of co-creation and intuition, this is a cycle. Once you start it, it just keeps moving, and you're going to find that manifestation and abundance are just going to come to you so much easier. And when the big stuff shows up, it's going to be easier to step back into this flow. So these 4 cards are about, you know, what is the blessing that's showing up this week? What is it that we can do to step into that abundance or that blessing? Once we're in it, what does that look like? What does that feel like? So that's poised. And then what is the ultimate blessing that could come to us? And the ultimate blessing is to be more in touch with your intuition, your inner compass, which is a spiritual compass, that, you know, divine connection to our source and to the archangels and the angels and all of the white light helpers that you have to help you, because you're not in this alone, and you have a whole lot of help on the side of the divine. So I hope that you found this reading for the energies coming up this week to be super helpful. Maybe you connect it to just one sentence. That's totally okay. Maybe you connect it to the whole thing. However you connected, I hope you did. I hope it was positive. Thank you for spending a few moments with me. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, please click the like button. If you would like to subscribe to this channel and be notified of when I do my next reading for next week, please go ahead and subscribe and click the bell so that you get notified. Thank you so much, and have a very, very blessed week. Take care.